What's up, everybody? We are back. Welcome to the Passive Aggressive Podcast.
Episode 3!
Jesus, Tarzan.
My vocal cords aren't what they used to be.
Easy there, killer. Sorry. We break down A Quiet Place and The Avengers. We spoil both movies, so if you haven't seen them, make sure you listen.
Guys.
We talk about marathon training and my updates on that.
It's not going well.
Also, shut your fucking mouth. Motor City MyLeague.
NBA 2K18. We'll talk about all the games we've been playing, a trade you guys might be suggesting. We go into God of War, how Kratos is as a father.
Pretty dope father, I think.
It's honestly not what I thought I'd be talking about Kratos.
Good role model, I'd say.
You asked me a few years ago. But anyway, we go talk about Sea of Thieves a little bit.
Halo Online and how that affected my day in a very negative way one time.
It was not good. Trying to teach a non-PC player how to play PC, it's just bad.
We're working on it. NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. Talking about how Vegas is killing the game and how that's kind of good and kind of bad for the Red Wings. How LeBron is dogging it, and if he's going to be able to get past, what is it, the Pacers? Pacers? Yeah, in Game 7?
They just... Wait.
Past tense, bro, motherfucker. You're ruining it.
You're right, sorry.
Jesus, amateur.
Trying to find the timeline.
UFC talk. We talk about the UFC fight night that just passed. How Kevin Lee had an amazing performance and how Frankie Edgar proved me wrong. Bellator talk. Heavyweight Grand Prix. Fedor versus Frank Mir. Our picks on that and Dylan Dennis's debut. And a bunch of other shit. So, enjoy.
The hero we need, but not the one we want. I don't think they said that about Batman, dude.
What is it then?
He's a hero we need, but not the one we
want
need right now.
Well, the website's live. So, do you wanna talk about all the shit that you had to go through? Did you write a little blog post?
A blog post. A complaint.
About the trials and tribulations of good old PNAcast.com.
Listen, one thing that I want everyone to be readily aware of is that I am not a coder or a website builder at all. I have no experience with UI or UX or anything like that, but I'm a pretty good graphic designer and I know how to learn things. So
I think you shouldn't worry about the coding.
I think you should. If you inspect our website, it looks like...
Who's going to inspect the website?
I would.
Oh, really? Have you ever inspected another website's coding in your life?
No, but I would if it looked a little suspect, which I think maybe yours looks a little suspect. Like the merch thing on the front page.
I think you're low-key self-conscious about it because you did it, and it's your first website that you created, and you're nervous about it.
That's not true at all.
First website that's not a Shopify-only, store-only website.
It is, though.
No, it's not. It got a fucking episodes page. It's
on Shopify.
Well, then why are you so nervous about it? Because it's yours? Nervous. Because it's the first website of yours that you created?
Maybe. It's not true either. I have my own personal portfolio website.
That's adorable.
It got me my job. So, yeah pal. I think so.
Was I annoying as fuck throughout that whole process?
Yeah, it was like...
I felt like the annoying customer that, like, if you're trying to remodel a kitchen, I tell you one thing to fix, and I'm like, I don't like that. Can you just take all that granite out and just put a new different color in?
That's kind of what it is. And if you just add in that every so often you wanted to help a little bit, so you come over like, is there anything I can do? You're like, can you like move that shit over there? And that'll be it. And you walk away all... Well, you're welcome.
I felt accomplished.
Yep.
Well, I was limited to some of the shit I could do, so I felt bad.
I know.
So I felt like I just throw in a helping hand whenever I could. Hey, I made the partnership page and the about page.
Yeah, you can tell.
Fuck you, man. No, I'm proud of that partner page. That looks pretty sweet.
That was rough. You had to ask me a lot of questions for that one.
I did.
I think...
Dude,
I think you owe me, like, tuition.
I'll give you royalty. You get a percentage every time somebody clicks on one of those links.
I'm fine with that.
But
shouldn't we get that anyway?
Yeah, but you'll get like 0.001% more. You get like a penny extra.
Perfect.
So I don't know why I had such a hard time with it. Because I had my own website I made before with Bluehost and WordPress. That blog I tried to make. And it's almost the same format, but for some reason I was on a MacBook, which I'm not used to. I'm used to Windows.
Sure.
And I just felt like... Like, whenever I tried to do anything, it was a brain fart. I'm like, Jesus, I don't remember doing any of this shit. But
so,
after that page, I kind of got the hang of it a little bit better.
Okay, so Look out for Nick's next project. It better be great.
Yeah, but it is a good website. I'm very proud of it. All the links work. The newsletter works. The contacts work if you want to get in touch with us.
Most people don't brag that their website works.
Most people don't make their own websites.
Yeah, they do. Maybe not. Well, I do.
Anybody that makes their own website that doesn't have like coding experience, I'd probably brag about it, you know? I'd imagine so. But check it out. Make fun of Dalton's coding.
What?
And get him all self-conscious about it so I can make fun of him. That'll be awesome.
That would not be awesome. I hate you.
You gotta learn to not give a fuck what people think, bro.
Maybe people can just be nice.
Sure. But if people are mean, don't let it bother you. It's not your business what other people think of you. I just
so much.
I made that up.
You did not.
In my own head.
No, you didn't.
Nobody told me that.
Oh my God.
No small business management teacher taught me that or anything. You know, just good old Nick Marchwinski.
You're so full of shit. It's unbelievable.
And I'm still hungry. Get it? I'm full of myself and I'm still hungry.
Did I mention that I hate you?
A Quiet Place. What'd you think of that movie?
I thought, like many others, that it was great. I thought that the pacing of it was perfect. Everything happened right when it should.
Did you know it was only an hour and a half long?
It felt long.
It felt forever.
It felt forever?
It felt forever.
Yeah. It did kind of feel like we had lived that entire apocalyptic experience. But I think that's mostly just because it was well written.
The acting was phenomenal. Did you know the deaf bitch was? She is deaf in real life.
I think you could tell.
Really?
Yeah. Not that I'm calling her like a bad actor or anything, but
no, she's phenomenal. So was that kid. Like you can genuinely tell.
It felt like a real family.
And to be able to act at that young of an age without using any of your words, you know, that has to be very hard to do.
Imagine so.
I really like the movie just because of the parenting aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like John Krasinski. After that movie, I don't know if you noticed, but I was obsessed. I was watching videos of behind the scenes or extra details and deleted scenes on YouTube for like the past 3-4 days after the fact. Sam was getting annoyed.
I did not notice that. That does sound annoying.
Yeah, but he talked about when he first read the draft script because he didn't think of the whole idea himself.
Right.
He found, or somebody gave him a script and he read it. And he just had his daughter with Olivia Munn. Or not Olivia Munn.
Whoa.
What's her name?
Emily Blunt?
Yeah, Emily Blunt. She's so fucking gorgeous. And she's British too, so she got that sexy accent.
I like Olivia Munn more.
I don't. She got a 5 head.
So go on.
Just like you. Anyways, he was holding his like 3-week-old daughter when he was reading the script.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he started like bawling his eyes out from reading the script and seeing like how passionate parents can be for their children and at the lengths that they would go to help their children in life.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just have a new baby, I can only imagine how protective you are. Like, I'm very protective over my sisters.
It's true.
So when I have my own children, I'm nervous of how I'm going to be. I'm probably going to be a nervous wreck. You know, like making sure I'm going to put like a fucking bubble over them or some shit. Have a hard time letting them go outside by themselves and that. So I can imagine it.
So you're the dad and bubble boy.
Yeah, exactly. But
did you know
Uh-oh.
that when the script was originally written, they were planning on potentially putting into the Cloverfield universe?
I'm not surprised because it kind of looks like Cloverfield animals.
Yeah, so they were entertaining the idea and they decided not to. They decided just to make it its own original thing. And John Krasinski and all the writers were so relieved.
Yeah, because Cloverfield's kind of sketch. They've only had like one good movie.
What? That's not true.
The second one.
Cloverfield was good.
With John Goodman. That one was really good.
Cloverfield was good too.
I can't even tell you. I only watched like the first 10 minutes of it.
Okay, well, then don't say it's not good.
I heard the last one on Netflix was garbage though.
I heard that too. So they were very relieved, not because Cloverfield is bad, but just because they wanted the originality and the creative freedom to not be under another fucking franchise.
They put a lot of detail into that shit, man.
For real.
Like the sand going out throughout the whole fucking neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The lights, all the little details on his little whiteboard down in the basement. Did you notice that they put paper up all over their house to try to like pad the walls for sound, almost like what they do in studios? They put the little, whatever that called, echoes. Fuzzy shit. Yeah. I don't know. I really liked it, and a lot of the videos I watched, but in the detail, like they zoomed in on all the whiteboard shit and all that, and it looks like the aliens first landed, which they are aliens. They're not monsters. They were never discovered or some kind of demonic shit or whatever.
Right.
They're aliens that landed, and they landed in Mexico, so they had time to prepare, and like the U.S. Army tried to stop them. Like everybody tried to stop them, and there was like a newspaper that said, "You guys are on your own. You guys we can't stop them."
Man.
And obviously he had time to prepare, and he makes me feel like a shitty person because if that shit were to happen, I could not prepare like he did. That guy, whatever John Krasinski's character did as a career, set him up for an apocalyptic life.
You think so?
Well,
you don't think he just adapted?
How do you adapt? Like, you learn Morse code, you learn how to fucn make hearing aids.
Well, he would know
farm and
he would know Morse
all that shit, dude.
code because he has a deaf daughter.
You learn sign language if you have a deaf daughter.
How do you talk to someone long distance?
I don't know. Beep, beep. Is that a no way? Martin does not know Morse code, and his fucking mom's deaf.
I'm making shit up.
Yeah. Come on, Craig.
How would they hear the beeps? You dummy. Why would you listen to me?
I don't fucking know. But, yeah, so they started in Mexico. They went all the way up to New York. And that's when the movie happens. But I'm not going to say any spoilers, but you guys need to seriously see that movie. If you like thrillers, even if you hate horror movies, but you like thrillers, you need to check it out. Because it's not necessarily a horror flick.
Right. It just gets your heart racing. Right. Palm sweaty. It's like you know what's going to happen.
I was nervous as fuck. And when that one scene happened, I fucking teared up. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. That was rough.
It felt like everything that happened to them was happening to us as well. That's like just the way they orchestrated it. Yeah,
it was a phenomenal job. It was one of the best scary movies I've ever seen in my life.
That's big praise
coming from this guy who's seen every single one
and remembers almost none.
So speaking of movies,
I don't even wanna.
You see this mug that I got here?
Yeah,
this good old Avengers mug my mom bought me for Christmas.
Adorable. Was that when you were like 13 or something?
It was like last year.
Oh, okay.
She bought it it was 2 years ago because I lived in Ann Arbor at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And my roommate had all kinds of nice glass, his glass set, like his own mug set. And I got one stupid ass Avenger mug in there. It pissed him off so much. She's like, why you got that fucking thing in here? Oh. But yeah, the Avengers came out, yesterday, technically?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was looking on MoviePass, if we could have got tickets, we would have went. I'm not even joking. I tried checking them all the way.
You weren't going to be able to get tickets, man.
I know, it's bullshit.
There's no fucking way.
Hey, if we can get tickets after this, we gonna go.
You're crazy.
We gonna go.
You're crazy.
No, we gonna go. Are you serious?
There's no way. There's not going to be tickets.
You're not trying to see Thanos?
Even if there are tickets, we're going to get there so fucking late, we're going to end up sitting right up front and do not watch a hero movie in the front.
This ain't a hero movie, bro.
It's bigger than that. It's Heroes movie.
It's a villain movie. This movie's about Thanos.
Gotcha.
I think someone's going to die.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
I'm nervous. You know that? Have you gotten any spoilers?
2 of my coworkers saw the movie yesterday.
Did they spoil it for you?
They didn't say anything. They just said,
don't even fucking tell me. Shut your fucking mouth.
You do this to me all the time.
Don't do it.
You better listen, bro. You do this to me all the fucking time.
Make all right.
She said,
oh my God.
This is war, and in war there are casualties.
She's probably fucking with you.
No, she wasn't. I don't think she knew I was listening.
Is this, what's her name?
No.
What's that girl's name?
No.
What's her nickname?
Neither here nor there.
Come on, Craig. Like, she's gonna know.
Why wouldn't she?
Does she listen to this?
Yeah.
D-Dag.
Okay.
That's her name.
Congrats.
Does not date Americans.
What were we talking about?
Talking about Avengers. Oh, I wanted to give an update on my marathon training, too.
We're done talking Avengers again? Then, I guess?
Unless you want to still talk about it. Well, I was kind of nervous about you spoiling some shit, so I wanted to change topics real quick.
Well, I already told you what I had to tell you.
Okay, good. Marathon training.
Mm-hmm.
You nervous to do your marathon that you agreed to do?
I don't think I agreed to do that.
You said that if I do a marathon, you'll do it with me. But you're not going to train for it.
Well, yeah.
So...
Just because I do it with you doesn't mean that I'm going to complete it with you. I clock out at fucking 5 miles or something.
you're going to be the most sorry person there if you clock out at 5 miles. I don't think anybody's ever clocked out at 5 miles on a goddamn marathon.
Without training?
Who doesn't? Who signs up for a marathon without training?
People who lose bets.
I guess. But it's been going pretty good for me. Since, we haven't done a podcast in about like 2 weeks. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
we were like, there's no point of doing a podcast. Continuing to get content if we can't just release it.
Mm-hmm.
So we focused on the website, we focused on the YouTube channel, and all the social media, and now we got that shit kind of down pat. So we're gonna do content again and follow our schedule, which is weekly. We're gonna upload them every Monday, so you fuckers can tune in when you first get the.
You're on a tangent. Go back to what you were talking about.
Anyways, back to the marathon training. Last time we talked, I was talking about how hard it was, and I thought it was gonna be easy to do long distance runs because I used to do 4-mile runs all the time and they were like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to do a first 10-mile run and I fucking quit at 8 miles. And it was raining outside.
Is it because of Eminem?
No, it had nothing to do with Eminem, you fuck. 8 miles. It's 8 mile. Anyways, after that run I got real sick and then I came back and I did my first 10-mile run, actually completed it. Was that 2 weeks ago? Or a week ago? Yeah, last weekend. And since then, I've been doing about 4 to 5 miles every day. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a 6 to 8 mile one. Sunday, I'm going to do 11 miles. Test that out, see how I can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling a lot better breathing-wise. Because after I got sick, I had a lot of congestion. Even after I was feeling better. And when you're jogging with congestion, it fucking sucks dick.
Absolutely. You can't breathe.
Yeah, it's hard to breathe because you got that little loogie shit in your throat.
Loogie shit?
Yeah, loogie shit. You go,
it's called phlegm.
Spit that shit out.
Phlegm.
And I hate it. But I'm starting to feel better now. It's getting nicer out. I felt good jogging today. I had 4 miles. That was easy. But one thing I am going to start doing is take care of my body more.
How so?
I just bought some knee brace things.
Knee braces?
They're not actually knee braces. It's this little like
sleeve.
No, it's not even a sleeve. It's
okay.
It just goes around the bottom of your knee. It's like 1 inch wide,
and
it's supposed to just keep it more compressed. And it has all kinds of really good reviews on Amazon, so I'm gonna try it out. Fuck it.
Compression sleeve.
But it's not like over the whole goddamn knee.
Kinetic?
I'll look it up.
Kinetic strip?
I can tell you right now.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
Amazon app, bro.
Beep.
Just give me 1 second.
Waiting.
1 second.
This has been the worst research session ever.
Don't rush me, bro. Don't rush me.
You're being rushed.
I can't handle shit under pressure.
Under pressure. I'm going to start singing if you don't hurry up. Pushing down on me.
That doesn't even sound bad, bro.
What? Thanks.
It's a Kutek 2-pack knee strap patella tendon brace adjustable neoprene knee pain relief patella strap band support brace pads for running, jumpers, knee, tennis, basketball, and tendonitis.
So strap. It's a strap.
Yeah, it's a little strap.
There you go.
Got some kinds of good reviews, so let me try it out.
Because you got weak knees.
Yeah, I was a big boy when I was a kid. And
still a big boy.
Because I was a big boy, I'm a lean boy now. I'm starting to look good. I'm checking myself out in the mirror like, gross. All right, Nick. I like this shit. Flexing my back and they're like, ugh.
Have you ever said that?
What?
Oh, nice, Nick. Looking good.
I do it all the time when someone's around me and I try to make them laugh. But I've noticed the more I jog... Oh, no. Back to why my knees are bad. I was a big boy back in the day, and I have extra bone growth in my knees. And because...
They were holding a lot of weight.
They were holding a lot of weight. And because of that poor diet, all the weight, and I think a lot of it, too, is how I lost my weight doing Insanity in the high-intensity interval training. Right. And I did it without good support on my knees or...
Possibly not proper form.
Oh, I had terrible form.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just going too hard in the beginning, but I was determined and I just kept going. I just fought through the pain. I kept calling myself a pussy. Like, don't be a little bitch. Like, you can do it.
Did that help you?
Yeah, it helped me, but now look at my knees. So I got tendonitis on them now when I overwork them. And I don't want to continue to, like, just power through it. Like, have that... I respect that mindset of someone like a Cameron Hayes. Like, nobody cares. Work harder.
Right, there are guys exercising with no legs. Yeah,
like, don't be a little bitch. Pain's good. You can handle it. Like, it gives you adversity. It gives you good mental barrier breakthroughs and all of that. But I don't want to get to a point where I injure myself or I give myself permanent damage if I don't have to. If I'm just trying to be that macho man in my head. Because what am I doing? You know, all I'm doing is proving to myself that I can handle more pain, which I already know I can handle pain. And what I'm worried about now is just longevity.
Right, you end up doing more harm than good.
Mm-hmm. Because if I keep going through this pain and I get injured, or if I keep going through and then I get to a point where I have hit a wall and I can't break through because of lack of training, because I can't train every day because my knees are sore, I have to take a day off to give them a break or whatever. If I have some kind of support that actually can help me with that, then I should do it. Like I'm being stupid for not. So
might as well.
See how it goes.
Check back next week, see what the reviews are.
I don't know when I'm going to do my marathon, though. I was looking at, they have a few of them. There's one in August I was thinking about doing, but that's when all my vacations are. Like I got Jamaica in July, and then, I'm going to Chicago in August. And in Jamaica, I'm going to be all fucking... I'm not gain like 30. I'm gonna gain 30 pounds of straight alcohol.
You need Diaz strength.
For real. On the beach, Cabo, drinking tequila shots.
Next week, fighting.
So I think I might do it in October. I'm training way too early. So I might just continue to do what I'm doing now, average about 20 to 25 miles a week. And then once I get closer to October, I'm going to ramp it up. Because I found a few schedules and workout plans. And by the end of it, once you get prepared for a marathon, once you're in marathon shape, you're doing like 40-something miles a week.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So.
Well, we'll see if you keep up with it. And we'll keep a close eye. And
I can't wait to see your asses fucking have a little heart attack on the 5 mile.
I obviously won't have a heart attack. That's ridiculous. I'm a peak human when it comes to athletics. So.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
What did you tell me yesterday after your mile jog?
That I was feeling great. Like a ripe banana.
Pretty sure I seen you outside.
Did you?
In a fetal position.
Oh, you saw that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was in private.
Outside's private.
So let's talk about our NBA series.
Fucking useless.
We just released another episode. Whenever this will have come out. This comes out on Monday. Episode comes out Saturday, right?
I just released one today.
Shit. Friday then. Great. So there's a new episode that just came out, and we beat Toronto after bumping into...
Spoiler alert!
Oh.
You fucking idiot. First of all, the series is called Motor City MyLeague. And the intro is on YouTube now, and the first 2 episodes have gone live. The first episode is us against Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Second episode is us against Golden State. And that's because the Pistons schedule this year is kind of gnarly. Like, they had a whole bunch of fucking hard teams to go against in the very beginning. It's
true.
And the third video that we created is against Toronto. And
that's not true.
It's not true?
No.
Well, we videotaped the Pelicans.
Yep. Third video.
Are we going to upload that?
Yeah. Third video is Pelicans. What we just uploaded today is against Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
I won't spoil what happens in that game. But suffice to say, we got a lot of good games coming up. For example, Utah, OKC. We've never played Utah.
Yeah, I want to start playing the teams that aren't the most popular teams.
Right.
Just so we have a variety.
Well, Utah's pretty popular right now.
Do they have Donovan?
Yeah.
Donovan?
Yeah.
Mitchell?
Yep. Actually remember the name.
He's a beast, dude, for a rookie.
Absolutely.
Who would you rather have, him or Simmons?
Simmons.
Really?
Yep. And that's why he wins Rookie of the Year.
Is Mitchell is it like 1A, 1B, or is it like A and B? Like, is Simmons that much better than him, or is it like very close?
What the fuck kind of analogy is that?
How does that not make sense?
What? 1A, 1B, or A and B?
Okay, like
is Ben Simmons on another level, or are they on the same level?
Are they on the same level, but Ben's a little bit better, or he has more potential? Or is Ben just...
He has higher upside.
Is he like going to be a legend, and then Mitchell... Or he's poised to be a legend, and Mitchell is just poised to be a superstar. You know what I mean?
He's poised to be LeBron. Donovan Mitchell is a surprise. A welcome surprise. Maybe not too much of a surprise. Obviously, he's got game, and everyone knew it.
I don't know how you can say that, man.
Utah was not supposed to go to the playoffs this year.
No, poised to be a LeBron.
He is.
I don't think he's going to be as good as LeBron.
Well, it's hard to. LeBron's fucking immortal. It's hard to beat that.
Did you see what he did last game?
The fucking buzzer beater. Reminiscent of Jordan.
Not only the buzzer beater. The fucking block right before.
The goaltending?
I don't think it was goaltending.
I also don't think so, but apparently, and I'm not making this up, the mayor of Indianapolis outlawed goaltending for every player, every team. Outlawed it. It's illegal.
What?
Goaltending is illegal.
I don't get it. How can a mayor add a rule to a fucking NBA?
It's not to the game.
Right.
It's in the city.
So he's just trying to be funny?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. He's just mad that LeBron's gonna beat his team.
He was just wishing his team good luck.
He was.
I don't think you have to do a fuck that guy.
He was a salty Sally. Did he do that?
What?
Did he do that after yesterday's game?
Yeah.
Well, how convenient.
Obviously it's in response to that.
Salty Sally. That's all.
I don't think he's just
appreciate
a joke.
Greatness. Like, I don't understand all the hate behind LeBron.
It's not hate. They're not throwing hate. They're their rivals, or not rivals. They're their enemies.
Not only them. I'm just saying in general.
Okay, but it doesn't apply here. What you're saying?
Sure. But LeBron is unreal. I could not believe he made that buzzer beater.
I also couldn't believe it. We were watching. I was like, that didn't just happen.
No. I didn't watch it in live action. Like, I had to watch the replay.
Oh.
Did you watch it actually happen?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I thought you did too.
I seen it after the fact, and everybody was going crazy, and he's just standing up on the little fucking table or whatever, looking at the fans.
Yeah, he looked like Dwayne Wade in their Miami Heat days.
Could you imagine that feeling?
No.
Dude, I couldn't either.
It would have been better if he was at home. Can you imagine that feeling at home?
That was at home.
Oh my god, it was. Every time they wear their stupid fucking away jerseys at home, it trips me the goddamn fuck out.
Jesus Christ.
The goddamn fuck.
Anyways, we're in the gaming corner section right now, so let's just go back to that. Because I really want to talk about God of War.
Okay.
Because I've been watching Dalton play God of War, and I'm like, I think I like it more than he does. And it's also because of the same reason why I like A Quiet Place so much.
Because you keep watching fucking videos on it?
No. Because of the father aspect. The parenting aspect. Like, you can tell Kratos genuinely loves his son. He's doing anything for him.
Yeah,
and he's giving him all kinds of life lessons. And I like it.
It's hugely out of character for Kratos.
It's nuts, ain't
He's
it?
a fucking... This entire time, he's just been a murder machine.
Right, but his dad was an asshole, so... Usually when your dad's an asshole, you're not going to be an asshole.
You want to do something different.
Right.
But... And I haven't finished the game, so this is going to be like some kind of review in progress. But the kid is probably going to do the same thing, right? Wouldn't you think? He's going to not want to be his dad.
He's already want to be a better version of his dad.
He's already getting pretty salty, up to the point that we're at.
Well, that was because he was in that. So what?
He doesn't like.
Do you know what the story is right now?
I mean, I'm getting it. I do know what the story is. Yes, okay, I'm playing the game.
Explain it to me, because I don't know all of it.
So I doubt I'm even a fourth of the way up to it, but we start out the game in Midgard.
That's where Odin is.
Which is where Odin rules over,
Jesus
and Thor,
Christ.
Loki, all those gods.
Kratos versus Thor.
That's where he starts, and he's living with his son. His wife is dead.
Was she murdered, or they don't?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. His wife is dead. And we are taking her ashes to a mountain.
That's not in...
It's in Midgard.
It is in Midgard?
Yeah.
Why did you go to a different...
So...
Just keep telling me a story.
Why did we leave? I think we're looking for something, obviously. In another realm called Alfheim. I don't know what the gods are that rule there, but suffice to say...
What are you looking for?
Something to get us up the mountain... I don't remember.
Some like rock climbing boots or something?
Rock climbing boots. Yeah, that's probably it. But what happens is Kratos gets caught in this...
Is he trying to get a mithril grapple?
It's not Batman. This ain't Batman Arkham Asylum.
It's RuneScape, bro.
Oh. Obviously, I'm not going to understand a RuneScape reference. Because...
Well, in that new place, he was in a fucking beehive. Like a real giant beehive with giant bees. Our little fairies. Were they fairies? They kind of look like fucked up fairies.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know exactly what they were trying to be, but there was a war going on between those weird bee things and dark elves. And
Elves?
Yeah, the dark elves. You don't see them because they're all dead. They're losing the war, or they lost the war.
Okay.
It was those really bright people that are getting slaughtered.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you missed it. Well, anyway, I'm in this place, and Kratos gets lost in this thing. It's very descriptive. I know it's like a beam of light. You get trapped in there. Everything's moving slowly. It's like a dream state. You're walking through. You can kind of hear your son echoing in your back of your head, telling you to come back. You've been gone forever. And then the whole time you're chasing something of your wife's, like her purse. You finally almost get to it, and you get pulled out by your son, and he's fucking pissed.
Dude, he had like 30 dead bodies on the floor.
He was stuck there in this foreign place, killing all these things by himself, waiting for his dad to come back. And the whole time you get this feeling that this wasn't the first time. That Kratos obviously has other things to attend to than parent, and maybe he was neglectful.
I think when the mom, from what I've seen so far, I think when the mom was alive, Kratos probably wasn't the best dad. He was probably very off-putting. Like, he's a very serious guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I can imagine a son in that situation being nervous around him, not being themselves, wanting to make them proud, but they are just off. Like, they can't be themselves around them. And I can also imagine Kratos not being around that much.
Yeah.
So when the mom died somehow, or whatever, passed away, who knows how the fuck she died, he had to be there. So they kind of had like an awkward relationship at first.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I like it, because it kind of reminds me of me and my dad a little tiny bit, but way better. Way better version. Because
they're killing gods?
No, because they're actually bonding for real, and they're trying to make something out of their relationship and survive.
True.
Like, you can tell Kratos will do anything for that kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
That boy.
Do you even know his name?
You're not ready. I don't know his name. Do you?
Of course. Because, one, I remember names like a normal person, and two, I'm playing the game.
What is it?
Atreus. However you want to pronounce it. Jesus.
Atreus.
Mm-hmm. So, that's a long name, so he just calls him boy.
So, basically, the story right now is mom dies. They're trying to bury the ashes on some big-ass mountain, but in order to get to the top of the mountain, they got to do a bunch of quests in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then you got to deal with the father-son relationship and that. It
all works really well because you're fighting these creatures, you're being a big badass, you're doing Kratos things, but you're also a dad, and Kratos cares a lot, which is out of character, like we said. But he's so emotionally attached to the kid, but he doesn't want to show it. The kid doesn't even know that he's a god. That Kratos is.
He has to know there's something with him.
He doesn't know. I'm sitting here fucking moving trains and pushing a bridge down a river, and Kratos, he's like, wow, you're strong.
Is ripped.
I mean,
he's the most ripped character on any game I've ever seen in my life.
I think this is like the second straight episode you've complimented someone's physique.
I appreciate a good body, bro.
I see that.
I appreciate
First it was LeBron, now it's Kratos.
Dude, Kratos is like the white LeBron. Are you serious?
I think he's bigger than LeBron.
Oh, for sure. I don't know how tall he is, though. I really want to know.
You really want to know?
Yeah, like, I imagine a god's like, kind of like a Robert Baratheon height, you know? Like, how tall was he? Almost 7 foot?
Yeah, in the books.
Yeah, so. There's that. Oh, speaking of games, Halo Online.
Dude, I was surprised you even wanted to talk about this, because we did not have a good experience with Halo Online.
Well, I believe we were supposed to record a podcast that day. It was 420. And being the very productive people that we are, we decided to get super baked instead to celebrate the good holiday. And then Dalton showed me a trailer of Halo being released online.
It was a mistake. On computers, on PC.
Yes. And we decided that
we had to drop everything.
Like, everybody would. Drop everything, get the game downloaded, and play the fucking game. But first, we had to do a mini quest because my desktop is a piece of shit.
It was carpeted, basically. There was so much dust.
Yeah, carpeted in the dust. I built my desktop about like 8 years ago, and I've probably cleaned it 3 times total in my whole desktop career.
Right. Also, whatever you've done, I'm certain something's wrong in there, but something keeps overheating, right? So you took off the cover. That explains all the dust.
Yeah.
It's closed for a reason.
Well, anyways, we cleaned it all out, downloaded the game, and still we didn't get to play it because my desktop needs a new graphics card. So I was kind of down about, but I'm still want to talk about Halo Online because I'm genuinely excited about it.
Did you do any more research on it?
No, but I know that it's Halo 3. Halo 3 was my jam.
It's like Halo. Yeah, you're right.
It's Halo 3.
Like Halo 3.
And it's very popular now, so I can actually play Halo again competitively, which is really good because I don't know if you know, but I used to be pretty fucking good at Halo. Like,
pretty fucking good?
I used to play a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Also explains why you're fat.
Yeah, because in high school, I was, what do you call those children?
Losers.
That don't
nerds.
That don't live in the
virgins
in the neighborhood that they go to school in.
Foreigners.
Immigrants.
They get the job done.
This is before Trump built his wall, okay?
Of course.
And that's all I do. Go to school, and I didn't have to study I was lucky. I was fortunate to not have to study. I go home, play Halo all day, all night, go to school, sleep through like a couple of classes, go home, same shit over and over and over again.
What a life.
It was awesome. I miss those fucking days.
You miss them?
I watch Halo videos in the shower and get I miss those days on inside, get all oogly googly or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
You gotta let it go, I think.
I'll never let Halo go, bro. I'll be 80 years old playing that shit. Fucking
that doesn't sound sad to you?
Talking. Hell no. How does that sound sad?
Refusal to let go of a dead thing?
It's not dead.
Pretty dead.
It's still going, baby.
There's like 10,000 people playing Halo online.
That's a lot of people.
Is it?
Yeah. Could you imagine seeing 10,000 people in real life? You only need 8 people to play the game, bro. 10,000 people is plenty.
I'm saying you could play another game like Fortnite, which has like 10 million. That's a lot, but exaggeration.
Fortnite does look pretty cool, but
I'm not actually interested in it. I'm just saying.
The reason why I don't like new games, like new shooter games, is I don't have the time. I don't want to give myself the time to put in all that effort to become good at the game. So when I do play it, I'm going to get my ass whooped. And I'm not trying to play a game where I'm going to get my ass whooped the whole fucking time. Halo, because I played it so much, I don't have to have the best shot. I don't have to force shot everybody with the BR. You know, I know every map. I know the jumps on every map. I know where to throw grenades on every map. I know where my character should be on maps. I know where people spawn. I know where weapons spawn. I know where the power-ups are. And that knowledge alone is plenty to make you a good guy, a good player in the game. As you can tell, because I carry your ass every single time we fucking play.
No, we usually lose. You can't carry if you lose.
How do we usually lose? We win way more than 50% of the games.
I doubt that significantly.
Dude, we could play 10 games after this. I bet you we win 9 of them. Want to take that bet?
New YouTube video coming out.
If we win 9 out of 10, you got to take 4 shots. Boom, 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 boom. And if we lose more than 2...
More than 2?
More than 2. I'm kind of switching things up here. Okay. More than 2, I'll take 3 shots. Sound fair?
Fuck it, sure. I'm interested. I'm interested in the challenge. But, so you're saying that you already know so much about Halo, so you'd rather just play Halo and be good at that than learn something else?
Yeah, because I still enjoy the game. It's not like I don't have fun playing the game. People still play the game.
They won't.
Yeah, when people stop playing the game, I'll stop as well.
Okay.
But that's one of the reasons why I'm excited for Halo Online, because it's kind of reviving the series.
It is. So, if you don't know about Halo Online, it started as a Russia-only exclusive mode made by Bungie.
I don't get why they would do that.
Either.
Do they not like money? Are they trying to like ruin their product? Why the fuck are you only going to release it on one part of the world when you can release it globally?
It could have been for any amount of reasons that we don't know.
Like what?
Like contractual obligations, like maybe the PC market didn't want it, like maybe there was copyright infringement conflicts. I don't know. What I'm saying is that you don't know everything about it, so there's no way you can know.
I just think it's a terrible business idea. That's all I'm saying.
Do you just think that they were stupid?
Well,
they just did it to be stupid?
Bungie has had a good track record since Halo 3, so yeah, I can call them stupid.
I guess so. But anyway, some modders picked it up, opened up some servers, and now it's Halo Online.
Thank God for hackers, man. Hackers do so many positive things. Like I'm sure there's a lot of fucked up shit that they do, but they kind of do a lot of dope shit. Some do. Like Anonymous, are they good hackers? I feel like they are. They're for the people.
Not really. They're the ones that got Trump elected, I think.
What? How is that even possible?
They're the ones that like promoted the Pepe the Frog thing. You don't know about that?
Nope. I'm so glad I don't.
I guess so, yeah.
Fuck that stupid ass.
They can be
politician
good,
news.
but they're usually not.
I'm over it, dude. Maybe they're just good to the highest bidder.
They're good, but they're all like nerdy losers.
Are they like the heroes that you need, but not the heroes that you want? Are they like the Dark Knight?
That is not the Dark Knight quote.
What is the quote?
He's the hero we need, but not the one we want. I don't think they said that about Batman, dude.
What is it then?
He's a hero we need, but not the one we need right now. Hang on.
Like you got it any better.
I know it's not that.
Well, while you're looking at this up, I'll talk about another series that we're going to start.
Okay.
Remember on the last podcast, we started talking about Sea of Thieves and
Arr.
I enjoyed watching Dalton and our friend Martin play it.
Mm-hmm.
We started playing it, and we're going to make a series out of it. We're probably going to Twitch stream it in the future, but for now, we're just going to have little adventures. Like, we're going to record every single session that we do, and we're only going to highlight the dope parts, the parts that are funny. If I make a fool out of myself, or if I do some dope shit like save our people from a invading, what do they call those? The galleons?
Galleons, yeah.
Galleons.
One of those things will definitely happen. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the second thing. Just
I'm at a handicap because all you guys are on fucking computers and mice.
Yeah, I think there's like this huge stigma against PC players, actually, for that reason. Like, I hear a bunch of people saying every time someone dies, oh, PC players fucking faggots.
I don't blame that on the reason why I died, but you can't say there's not an advantage to somebody with a mouse compared to somebody with a controller.
When I'm playing and we encounter a team, it's usually like me killing 3 and you guys kill 1.
I kill about 2. Martin killed about 1.
Yeah.
But he barely plays. But I barely play too.
You play less than Martin.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm just that good, son.
No.
Fuck with me.
Mm.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking... What's the ship called?
Sloop. The Albatross.
The Albatross. What did you just say? Flute?
Sloop.
Oh, sloop.
The sloop we pilot, drive, ride.
Jesus Christ, dude.
What's it called?
It's called an avalanche happening right now. This is a disaster. You can't
fill in the blanks for me.
I can't.
Oh, you can't.
No, but I can.
Avalanche. Bam.
I can admit that I can. That's okay. But we are going to start a series on that, and we got a lot of work to do because if we're going to start a series on Sea of Thieves, we got to get really good at it. And to get really good at it, we got to fucking start grinding that shit out.
I'm really good at it. We do like a road to 50 type thing.
We haven't done anything spectacular in that game. I haven't done the skull thing, which I watched on YouTube. Have you seen that shit?
No, because I don't like being spoiled. I don't know why you watch so much shit on YouTube.
Dude.
God. I don't get it. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Mostly you. I can pretty much handle everything by myself, honestly. I like the confidence. But our sloop, you're talking how I play NBA. I can do everything on my own, but if I try to do it by myself, opposed to a team effort, I get okay seed. I'm down 3-1 in the playoffs, you know? And that's how you're sounding right now with Sea of Thieves. It's a little different.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Because it's honestly easier to pilot a sloop by yourself than it is to try to command someone who...
Right, but once you come across the galleon, you're fucked.
Well, I mean, we've come across a couple. We've had like 50% success rate.
We have never taken over a galleon.
Taken over?
We have never successfully sunk a galleon and got the loot from the galleon.
Yeah, we did. We sunk a galleon. We took their loot. They just happened to kill us because we were outnumbered 4-2.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not our fault. We still fucking sunk one.
Yeah, we sunk one, but we didn't do shit with it. So there's no point.
We were close. Like I said, I killed like 3 of them.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. Vin Diesel. Fast and Furious.
Did he say that?
Fuck
Is that a Vin Diesel quote?
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking. What the fuck? I was just not expecting you to say Vin Diesel.
I gotta cite my sources, or else we're gonna get hit with a plagiarized F on our grade on this podcast.
Yeah, you gotta credit him.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
So enough about games. Let's start talking about some sports.
Sports Center. Is that copyrighted?
Now we gotta edit
Literally
that shit out.
Literally just talked about plagiarizing.
Jesus Christ.
What sports are we talking about?
Well, we already talked a little bit about LeBron, so let's just go into NBA.
Immortal LeBron.
He is kind of immortal. Was Jordan this good at that age?
No. He wasn't. Probably not. I don't think so.
When did he retire? Like, he retired for a little bit and came back, right?
2001.
Like, how old was he when he came back? Do you know? Offhand?
32.
Oh, so he retired young?
Mm-hmm. Gambling.
What?
He got in trouble for gambling, so he's suspended for a year, but instead of making it public, he just retired.
How do you get in trouble for gambling?
It's illegal.
What? How is gambling illegal?
For players, I believe.
Was he gambling on the games?
Like he got, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant he was just like balling out at a casino.
Instead of casinos doing slots.
You're out of control, Jordan.
You gotta retire. Well, no.
I didn't know that. That's kind of fucked
It's
up.
A conspiracy.
Oh, is it?
But it's probably true.
Kind of tarnishes his legacy?
No, it's Jordan.
It's Jordan.
I do think LeBron's getting pretty fucking close to GOAT status. That buzzer beater that just happened was very reminiscent.
Dude, I seen a side by side of it. It looks identical.
Except LeBron was further out.
And LeBron's was better because he got the fucking block right before, too.
Goaltending.
But I still... I know LeBron and I know Jordan are the GOATs, but if I had to pick one player to win me one game, I'm picking Kobe every single time. Mamba, baby. Are you serious right now? That guy's one of my idols. His work ethic is...
You'd pick Kobe
next
over
to none.
Jordan.
Yes, I would.
That's bullshit.
But I also got to say that I don't know a lot about Jordan.
No, you don't. You get a lot to learn, bro. Jordan is Kobe's big brother.
Jordan was Kobe's idol, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's more clutch, though?
Jordan.
You think so?
I think so. And better not work ethic, but more competitive. Don't give me that face.
About that.
Don't give me that face.
You can probably put them on the same level on competitiveness.
Jordan was like...
I don't think you can get more competitive than Kobe.
He was like bad. I think it's a bad thing.
Dude, when I watched...
It's too competitive.
Do you remember when we watched Kobe and Shaq talk before the fucking All-Star game?
Mm-hmm. It was emotional.
Yeah, it was emotional. And even after the fact, they were taking pictures. Kobe was trying to like show all his titles compared to Shaq's because he knew he got that one more than Shaq did. And he said that was one of the reasons why he knew he had to get more titles than like one more title was because he wanted to have more than Kobe.
I know he's competitive.
I don't think he can get more competitive than Kobe.
You can. Jordan.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not educated enough to
stop arguing with me about it.
I know. Kobe.
I know. But yeah, LeBron's doing crazy things. Him and the Cleveland Cavaliers are currently in a 3-2 series.
And they're playing tonight?
With the Pacers. Yeah, they're playing like right now.
Oh, for real?
The game actually started 2 minutes ago.
Good shit.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap this podcast up real quick so we can catch that. I think...
All right, folks. See you later.
Bye. I think they're probably going to lose. They'll go to Game 7.
I don't think so.
They're in Indianapolis.
That's fine,
and goaltending's been outlawed. So what's LeBron going to do? Nothing. He can't.
I hope he goaltends this game, and I hope he gets away with it.
Arrest me. What are you going to do? Nothing. Can't keep LeBron down.
So in the NBA, right now it's the Pacers versus Cleveland.
Yep.
And then Houston just beat Minnesota. I don't know why I went all the way to the West. Let's go back to the East.
Seriously, keep
Toronto is up 3-2 against the Wizards, right? Think so.
Yep.
And then
they're also playing right now.
Boston is up. No, they're down 3-2 against Milwaukee. Oh, it's 3-3?
Tomorrow's Game 7.
Oh, shit. We got to see that, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I'm Team Giannis, son.
Seriously?
Team Giannis.
I'm full on the Celtics, man.
I'm not. I'll be Celtics next year when they got their full team. Are you serious? What are they? You know they're not going to get past an elite team. They're not going to get past Toronto.
That's not stopping them.
Milwaukee could.
That's not stopping them.
Milwaukee could.
Could they? If they can't beat the Celtics, absolutely not. They can't. Giannis
is another freak, dude.
Did you see his layup today? I've been trying to teach you in our 2K series how to do a Euro step. This motherfucker stepped 10 fucking feet.
I did see that.
Like a titan.
He fucking... I don't get how they take so many steps. Or 2 steps, but they're like halfway down the fucking court. Like, I think they travel every single time.
Their legs are as long as you. That's how.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Giannis is... And he's lengthy.
He's literally a freak.
And he looks like he's strong. Like El Kukui. You know, Tony Ferguson's skinny, but he looks like he's strong.
Absolutely.
That's how Giannis looks. That's what he reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
So who else is in the East? Is that it? No, Philly just beat Miami. Philly might fucking go all the way in the East. Philadelphia as a state has so much momentum.
For real.
So much.
It's not fair.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Their college, was it Villanova? They won the championship. Flyers got eliminated, but they got fucking Pittsburgh. So
right. They have the Penguins. Nothing to be mad about.
And then basketball, they're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a baseball team? They have to have a baseball team.
They do have a baseball team. The Philadelphia Phillies have been...
Are they good?
They've been diving into the dirt.
I think
they're past the dirt now.
You got to have one shitty team.
Yeah.
You can't have...
Just to balance it all out.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Phillies have absorbed all the shit from the rest of the Philadelphia teams because they're bad. The bad news bears.
Do you think the Sixers can take it all the way or no?
No. I think they lose to a veteran team.
To like a LeBron?
Cleveland or Toronto.
So you think it's going to be Toronto versus Cleveland in the... No, can they... Who... Will it be
Toronto
in the final?
And Cleveland will play, assuming they both win. Yeah, the next round. And then they'll play... And then they'll play Philadelphia.
Gotcha. That's going to be awesome.
I haven't looked at the bracket in a while, to be honest.
And then in the West, you got Houston and... Only 2 teams you really got to talk about is Houston and Golden State, realistically.
Houston, Golden State, Thunder, and Jazz.
But I had so much...
You see all these teams not winning, but these teams are winning.
I had so much hope for OKC. I really did.
And now you don't?
No, because they're not playing like a team. I haven't heard Melo in the past 10 years.
He's been quiet.
Yeah, what's
taking
going
it
on?
easy.
I don't know.
It's not too bad. It's just they have some consistency issues. Sometimes they have a lot of ball hogs. And sometimes they just don't make shots.
I used to love Russ, but it's.
I've been trying to tell you
clear that he is maybe
a detriment.
Not the best team player, and he could be the reason why that they never will get a championship.
Mm-hmm. And then you also have the Pelicans.
Oh yeah, the Brow.
They just beat the Trailblazers.
Yeah, who you thought was gonna win, and then I said, "Nah, bro. Davis is gonna fuck shit up."
I had high hopes for Dame and the Blazers, but they did what everyone said they wouldn't. And
dude, Davis was getting 40 fucking points a game. You can't really stop that.
I don't understand how he gets stopped. I don't watch a lot of Pelicans games, but the ones I do, 40 points.
Huge.
40 points every time.
He's just huge and he's strong in the paint. So what can they really do?
Nothing. He's bigger than you. He makes shots better than you. He rebounds. He puts back.
Freaks you out with his eyebrows. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine looking at that?
It's like Cyclops laser. You just can't look at it. But yeah, that's NBA. Tell me about the NHL, because I've been out of it.
Okay. NHL has been pretty fucking crazy recently.
I noticed. Vegas.
No. I don't want to start with Vegas. I want to save them for last.
Okay.
So in the East, there was a couple of teams that I wanted to go all the way. I wanted Washington to win a cup because OV deserves a cup.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted Toronto. Even though I'm a Detroit fan, I respect Toronto. Mm-hmm. I respect the rebuild process. I respect everything that they've done. I really like Austin Matthews. Mm-hmm. He's a really good future captain for them.
Right.
And
I love teams filled with young guys. That's why I'm on the Philadelphia teams.
And they got Patrick Marleau last offseason. He was a veteran who got really fucking close to the Stanley Cup so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this may be a good year for them. They got eliminated by Boston, which, fuck Boston. I hate Boston.
Yeah.
I hate Boston just because of Brad Marchand. But you know what he got? The NHL told him he needs to stop licking people because that's how much of a rat that guy is. He'll do what? He's like the Lance Stevenson times 10 in the NHL.
How do you lick a hockey player?
There's a fucking video of him licking, I forget the Toronto guy's name, but his neck just.
Ew.
Yeah, dude, he gets in your head.
Oh my God.
I mean, I respect what you're trying to do, but.
Dude, I don't.
There's like limits to that shit. That. Like, I don't like that dirty shit.
Yeah.
But Toronto got eliminated, so now it's going to be. Who's Boston facing? Do you know?
No.
I know it's Washington versus Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tampa versus Boston. Probably, yeah, Tampa for sure. And Tampa's going to fuck Boston up.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh's already up fucking 1-0 against the Washington Capitals.
Are they just like a guarantee to make it?
Crosby's never lost to Ovechkin in the playoffs.
I know that part.
Dude, what if Pittsburgh three-peats? It's very possible.
I would be upset.
They have a perfect playoff team because everybody on their team is a playoff performer. Crosby's a point-a-game player in the playoffs. Malkin's a point-a-game player in the playoffs. Phil Kessel's a point-a-game player in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And their team just catches fire.
It's not fair. Absolutely not fair.
So I think it's going to be Pittsburgh in the finals in the East. I want Washington, but I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And on the West, there's only one team we got to talk about. That's the Vegas Golden Knights.
Mm-hmm.
I originally wanted them to get eliminated in the first round because, like I said, I'm a Red Wings fan. We traded Tatar for a first, second, and a third. We bamboozled
You've
them
been talking about that forever.
Dude, Tatar don't even play.
Tartar?
They have him scratched. He's just... I like the guy. He got a good personality in that. But
dead weight.
Yeah. He worries about offense. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not big. He doesn't play in the boards. He doesn't get into grindy areas. He's not a gritty player. And when you play in the playoffs, you have to be a gritty player. Either that or you have to command enough respect like a Patrick Kane so people will give you space.
Mm-hmm.
Or else they're going to get embarrassed like a Kane or a Datsuk. Like those people commanded respect.
Right.
Tatar doesn't command respect. He just gets bullied.
Mm-hmm.
He's small. He got a good shot. He's talented, but
just gets jumped.
Yeah, he's not a good overall player. So I'm glad that we traded him, and I wanted them to get eliminated because obviously we'll have better draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't getting eliminated anytime soon.
Yeah.
They swept the Kings, and they just beat San Jose 7-0. And
That's
I watched
insane.
I watched the game when I was at work today, and they're playing like an NSYNC team. Everyone,
like Justin Timberlake and everything?
Yes. Jesus. Everybody is playing their role. There's like no egos in this shit. Everyone's playing really good defensively. They do something that the Red Wings never do, and that's protect their goalie. there were so many times that somebody would take a slap shot on Fleury, but it was just one and done. They didn't get that many rebounds or second chances. Because if somebody was right next to that goalie and they try to like shoot a rebound in,
they're not going to be there for long.
They're smashed by 3 people. They're fucking shoving them on the ground. They're letting them know. Like, running around the ground, they're giving them it. They're giving them the business.
I have to imagine they have a lot of camaraderie. They're all coming to this new team, getting pulled away. Their teams abandoned them.
They got a lot of
and then they momentum. Fucking win.
Especially in the beginning of the year with the Vegas shootings.
Like, this is going to be a movie.
That city, I imagine, is super close right now. Like, 9/11, after that happened, everybody in New York, was probably super close, super nice to each other. Everybody was working together as a team, as like a country. So I can only imagine Vegas is doing the same thing. And with all that momentum going and how well they're playing, they're giving their fans something to cheer about. Like,
it's got to mean a lot.
It's a perfect fucking storm going for them.
I
want them to win it all. I want if they win the Stanley Cup their first year, no one's ever done that. Probably won't happen again.
Ever.
Yeah. So that definitely will be a movie.
That's insane.
And especially, I'm happy for players like Fleury. Players like, I don't really like Neil that much because he's kind of dirty. But, I mean, I never heard anything about him doing bad hits or cheap shots.
Mostly just gritty stuff.
Yeah. So, that's the NHL. Let's go Vegas, baby.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Vegas or Capitals. Yeah, I agree with you. Second to Capitals will probably be the Lightning. I know they kicked it.
Lightning has an unreal team.
Yeah, they've been building up for a while. I feel like they deserve it.
Is an amazing GM. I can't wait till we get him back. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god. Okay. What about MMA? Can we visit your MMA talk?
Sure. Let's get in the MMA talk.
So let's not take 40 minutes of people's time for this one.
So, now first I want to talk about the fight night that just happened.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it really was. Frankie Edgar proved me wrong. He really did.
Did you have low expectations going in?
I was nervous for him. I didn't have low expectations because Frankie's a legend. He has taken all kinds of unbelievable damage in the past and he's recovered. But his fight against Ortega was the first fight he's ever gotten finished.
It was pretty exposing.
And it was a bad finish. Like, I don't care what he says about, I went through the concussion protocol systems and all that. Like, dude, there was damage to your brain. And when you're trying to bounce back that quick, what is it, like a month, maybe 2 months max, against Cub Swanson, who's an elite MMA fighter, he's like one notch below a champion. He's good everywhere. Phenomenal boxing, phenomenal wrestling, great ground game.
Like a Gustafsson.
Kinda.
He's just right there.
Yeah. But Frankie proved me wrong. He outstruck him. He just beat him in every part of it, every aspect of the fight. There was a couple of times I was nervous for Frankie because it kind of looked like he got rocked and stunned. But his cardio, man, cardio kills.
Yeah.
Came back and won the decision.
I think a lot of that was just how good Cub has gotten. He's improved a lot.
And Frankie's just on another level.
Yeah.
I was looking at the rankings today because I was like, well, what's next for Frankie? Does he get an immediate title shot after that? Does he have to fight another contender? Well, who are the other contenders? Jose Otto's there, but he's already lost to Otto twice. They're never going to fight again.
Yeah. And
Otto's fighting Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens is number 4. Otto's number 2. Ortega's number 1, and he's fighting Holloway at the July card, July 7th, which I can't wait for that fight. So here's what I would do. If Max beats Ortega, then you do Frankie versus Max. Because Max has cleared out the division. There's nobody else for him. Right. Maybe Zabit Nurmagomedov. How do you say it? Magomedov.
He's supposed to be fighting Yair.
Yeah. But if you give him a few more fights, eventually he could be a title contender. But for the most part, he's beating everybody there. So if Max beats Ortega, Frankie should get the title shot. And then Ortega could face the winner of Stevens versus Otto. If Ortega wins, they're going to give Max an immediate rematch. He deserves it.
Right.
He's won 10 in a row. Like, no, I think 11 or 12 now in a row. He deserves a fucking rematch. He's a legend in the featherweight division. And then
in all divisions.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that guy.
You sound like Dana White.
How can you not like him? For real.
It's true.
He's like a Diaz.
He's incredibly likable. More so than Diaz.
I disagree with that completely.
The Diaz brothers are polarizing. You like them.
You don't like the Diaz brothers?
I'm saying some people cannot. They have a very abrasive...
People may not like them, but they respect them. You have to respect their fighting style.
I said likable, not respectable.
Okay, whatever. Excuse me with your terminology.
I mean, if you just pay attention to the things I say, it wouldn't be so hard. But anyway, what about Edson Barboza versus Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee looked like a world champion.
For real.
He did to Edson Barboza what Khabib did, but worse.
Mm-hmm.
Khabib had a hard time taking Edson down in the first round. Yeah. And when I say hard time, like relax, people. Khabib got him down, but it took a couple tries and it took a lot of hard work. Mm-hmm. And when he got Edson down, it was mostly side control in those weird positions that Khabib likes to be in that no other fighter does, but for some reason he could just work people. Mm-hmm. When Kevin Lee took Edson down, he mounted that bitch quick. And he was doing damage, like bad damage.
I feel like Khabib could do that too. He might have just been taking it easy.
Know, man.
Like you described, him just fucking sitting on the side of the other fighter, just holding him down. It's fucking ridiculous.
I don't think he could do that to Kevin Lee.
I don't think so either. He's too explosive.
I want to see Kevin Lee versus Khabib more than any other fight in the lightweight division now. Just because I'm so intrigued by it. Like Conor versus Khabib.
Come on.
It's only what's going to happen.
Do you?
2 options. That's it.
I think that's better.
Either Conor gets a flash knockout.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily flash, like the first couple rounds, Khabib gets caught slipping trying to come in for a weak ass takedown.
He can get done.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be a rough night for Conor.
Yeah.
With Kevin Lee, like what happens if the wrestling's a stalemate? What if Khabib's is a little bit better, but what if he starts gassing out on the 4th or 5th round? Which he looked like he was getting a little bit tired. Kevin Lee was still on fire in the 5th round, even after taking that fucking spinning head kick. That's another thing I wanted to say too. After taking a kick like that has to take a lot out of you. And Kevin's cardio is that good because cardio is what helps you recover quickly. Mm-hmm. And it was good enough to where his muscle memory was there to shoot in for a takedown. And it allowed him to recover. So when I say he looked like a championship fighter, I also meant he could deal with adversity too.
Sure.
So the lightweight division is just so fucking weird right now because of Conor. It's all Conor's fault. It really is. Bottom line, he hasn't fought in like almost 2 fucking years.
UFC and Dana's not to blame at all.
Oh well, yeah.
They enabled this.
They enabled it, but he's taking full advantage of it.
I mean, yeah, working out for him.
I think that if Khabib fights Conor in like November, December, whatever, then if Tony's not fully recovered yet, Kevin Lee should fight Eddie Alvarez. That'd be a good fight. Eddie's number 3, Kevin's number 5.
Have kind of similar styles.
I like Kevin Lee in that fight. Eddie's a dog. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He is arguably the best lightweight ever if you look at his accolades. He's been the champion in so many different promotions. Mm-hmm. He's been the UFC champion. He's been the Bellator champion. I think he was World Series of Fighting. He's been fighting forever.
You don't think his fight against Conor diminishes any of that?
No. I think he got caught in the spotlight. I think the pressure happened to him. I think if you do that fight again, it's not going to happen like that.
Sure. You could say that about almost all fights. So.
No, not really. A lot of rematches go the exact same way.
Name one.
Rose versus Joanna.
That didn't go the same way.
Rose won. She outstruck her.
Just because it's the same result doesn't mean it went the same.
Same result is typically what happens a lot of times. If Conor and Eddie fought again, that same result might not happen.
You think Eddie will win?
It's possible. I like his odds way better this time around because he's going to know how to handle that pressure. And
not that this is going to happen at all.
He also handled that loss better than anybody I've ever seen. You're in Madison Square Garden in one of the biggest fights in UFC history by far because Conor was the first 2-weight champ. Champ. Eddie has all that pressure on him.
Okay.
And to take a loss like that, devastating loss in pretty much your backyard because he was born in Philly. So New York's really close to East Coast, you know?
Sure.
And he didn't even contend with that Conor at all. He looked like an amateur. Yeah. So and then he bounced back. Like he's won every fight since then, other than the Dustin Poirier DQ. Has that been the only fight? No, he had that war with Justin Gaethje. Yeah.
It was a good fight.
We haven't seen that shit live. But that's who I think Kevin Lee should fight next. But then he also got Dustin Poirier, who also just had an unbelievable performance against Justin. So if I'm the matchmaker, I want to do Conor Khabib, Tony, Dustin, Kevin, Eddie. The winner of Conor Khabib fights the winner of one of the other fights, whoever has the best performance. If that makes sense. If Kevin Lee wins against Eddie Alvarez and it's a unbelievable finish compared to like a decision for Tony or something like that, then I think Kevin Lee should get the title shot. That's only if Tony Ferguson's not the interim champ anymore, which I don't think he is. They kind of fucked Tony over.
Well, they tried to make a fight 4 times.
I understand that, but he got injured doing promotion for your promotion. Yeah,
I
UFC.
suppose.
It wasn't like he was being stupid or anything like that. It was just a freak accident. So you're gonna punish him over a freak accident? Come on, man. He didn't miss weight. It wasn't like he was unprofessional about shit. He did everything he was supposed to do.
Life ain't fair.
Life ain't fair, especially the fight game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I would do. And then speaking of MMA, Bellator's on tomorrow. Frank Mir versus
the Grand Prix.
Frank Mir versus who? Do you know? Fedor, motherfucker.
I fucking knew it.
The heavyweight goat.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Well, Stipe's kind of contending with that now, but he's one of the goats.
Every time I watch Frank Mir fight, it looks like a hippopotamus trying to walk on two legs while eating its prey.
He's a big boy for sure. Did you know he got into a motorcycle accident years ago?
That sounds familiar, yeah.
Like I think he tore his knee, his MCL or ACL, something up.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody thought he was going to come back, and he came back and became the champ.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the weigh-ins today, and I was listening to him on the MMA Hour with Ariel Homani, and he's very educated. Like, he's very smart in the MMA game, and he's a big boy now. He had to cut weight. He weighed 261 pounds, but he looks good. Mm-hmm. He still got abs and shit. He got that little hip thing where, you can see your veins and shit. Yeah, no.
Wait. Oh, the V? You don't know the V? Gotcha.
So he looks built.
Okay.
Fedor always looks like Fedor. Fedor has never been a physically imposing guy, but he's Russian. Mm-hmm. So you got that X factor. I don't know who's going to win that fight. Fedor hasn't been playing, or he hasn't been unbelievable these past few fights. But it's not like he still has knockout power. Mm-hmm. His chin's not the greatest anymore. He still has a sambo background. It depends what kind of Frank Mir we got. If we got a Frank Mir that's going to try to strike with Fedor, it may be a bad night for Frank because Frank's striking is not that great. It's good, but his ground game's way better. Mm-hmm. He fucking submitted Big Nog. He broke his fucking arm. Are you serious? Like, Frank Mir's jiu-jitsu on another level. Mm-hmm. And if he gets Fedor down, it's a rough night for Fedor. But did you know the winner of that fight's Chael? Poor Chael. Can you imagine if Frank Mir wins?
I feel like Chael ends up... No, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Chael may fuck around and win this tournament just because of his wrestling.
Think so?
He beat a fat-ass Rampage that was 260 pounds.
I mean, it's fat-ass Rampage.
Yeah, but it's Rampage.
It's a fat-ass Rampage.
I don't know. I love Rampage.
It's hard not to.
And I hope I don't meet him anytime soon and he listens to me call him fat because I'm going to get my ass beat. But another key fight on that Bellator card is Dylan Dennis' debut.
You've been talking about him.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for it. It's at 175 pounds. I don't know if... I don't watch Bellator enough to know if that's like their welterweight division or if it's just a
catch weight.
Yeah, if it's a catch weight. I'm not sure. But he's facing a guy who's 2-4, and his last 2 losses have been the submission. So it's kind of like they're setting Dylan Dennis up to start his MMA career on a good note. But there's a lot of pressure on him. Like, there's not that many fighters that just start off their career in the UFC or in Bellator, like right in the professional league, you know?
Yeah. So his record is 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
I think he's going to pull it off, but who knows? I don't know how good his striking is at all. If he fucking looks like Gary Tonin, then good. Because Gary Tonin's striking look crisp as hell, and his ground game's unbelievable. But we'll see. I imagine Dylan just tries to take him down, and if he takes him down, he's going to submit him. No problem.
It'll be fun to see. Bellator is getting some traction.
Fuck yeah, dude. They got so many good fighters. They got arguably the best welterweight in the world. Mm-hmm. They got Benson Henderson, who just came back and won a good fight. They got the heavyweight Grand Prix growing. They got people like Dylan Dennis and all these other young prospects that are coming up. They got a lot of shit going for them. They're becoming a good competitor.
It's a welcome competition.
Competition is good in everything. Mm-hmm. It makes it better for the consumer. It makes the quality of the fights better too. It makes everything better.
Yeah.
And it's not good to have a monopoly either. Like, UFC's kind of shady with that shit.
I think everyone is aware that monopolies are bad. Hence the game that ruins all your friendships.
Do you think union would be good for fighters?
Fighters union?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. NFL has one.
I think it'd be good when you write it down on paper. Like, it makes sense on paper, but the difference between MMA and all these sports franchises that have a union is MMA is you're in it for yourself.
Right.
Everyone for themselves. And you're not going to put the interest of everybody else above the interest of yourself if you're doing well.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's
like if you're Conor,
good.
You're not going to want the UFC to pay you less and other people more.
Right. I think the only way a union is going to happen anytime soon is if someone with the status of a Conor McGregor tries to start one.
Mm-hmm. I feel like something drastic would have to happen. Yeah.
Why would he start one?
Right.
He's making $100 million a fight.
It would have to be something.
He did say, I heard him in an interview years ago. He did say that he is interested in starting one after he retires. He's like, I'm doing my thing now. I'll look into it. I'll look into it.
Not an Irish accent.
It was my
my
Indian accent.
Okay. At least you accepted it for what it was.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
That's the only quote you can do.
But I think a union would be good, but I don't think they can band together. Too many people are afraid. They're afraid of the monopoly of the UFC. And I don't blame them. Because
might just be afraid of losing money that they already are not getting.
And then you never want to be on the boss's bad side. Mm-hmm. Like even at your job, like wherever you work, if you're on your boss's shit list, your job's way more miserable.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine it'd be the same for athletes.
Yeah. So they're in a shitty situation there.
Life's not fair.
That's the MMA talk right there. That went pretty well, huh? I didn't go on for over like 2 hours talking about it.
Better than usual, yeah.
I do want to talk about.
Oh my God!
This is gonna be Nick's tips and tricks.
Okay.
The importance of staying on a routine.
Okay.
Because when you're in a routine, you're the most productive. Typically, like not that many people can live in a chaotic life and be as productive as possible.
Where you're just doing things as they come to you.
Right. Some people can, and that's where a lot of talented people are. That's probably where a lot of creative thinkers live. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
That's me.
Pointing at yourself on your fucking forehead. Relax, guy. Okay? But let me give you an example. When I tried to jog 10 miles and I failed the first time and I got real sick, that whole week I was eating like shit while I was sick. I wasn't working out because I was sick. I was justifying eating like shit because I wasn't hungry for anything and I was smoking some weed and I get the munchies and I'd eat bullshit. And after a couple of days of that, I start to feel bad. Like I start to feel down on myself. I start to feel less confident. I start to have doubts on shit that we're doing, like the podcast or the website or even work, relationships, everything. And when that happens, it can spiral down negatively really quick. And once I got back on my routine, my daily routine, my weekly routine, I started feeling better about myself. I don't know if that's just personally, but...
No, there's definitely something to being more productive and focused.
You feel accomplished.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you're doing productive, positive things, you're generally a more productive, positive person to be around. And you attract other productive, positive people. And you tend to live a lifestyle that's pretty positive overall.
And productive.
Yeah, productive. I kept throwing that in there.
Yeah.
But that's another thing, too. Like, I didn't check off anything on my board. I didn't hold myself accountable because even when I am trying, like I'm on my routine and I don't do anything that day, like I don't do my 50 pull-ups or whatever I have as a daily challenge, I give myself an X. And holding myself accountable to it gives you that extra sense of urgency to make sure you get it done the following day.
Right.
You know?
And that gives you something to look forward to. You're not just worrying about today's stresses.
Right. It gives you a reason to keep going too.
Jeez.
Like, sometimes you have, not like in a...
That's a pretty deep thing there, damn.
I mean like in a sense of like starting something and not quitting it. Because if you, like the marathon, for example, if I was just like, I just want to train for a marathon, and I didn't hold myself accountable to it, I'm going to quit a lot quicker. Or if you're trying to lose weight and you do insanity, for example, without trying to have like the 60-day challenge, 9 times out of 10 you're going to quit.
Right. You won't do it for one day, and then you set a precedent that you can just not do it.
Right.
And then you just don't.
But when you have an end game and you know you're working towards something and you can see on your board
what you're supposed to do,
that and just all the shit that you've done so far, so you're just climbing up, it gives you more motivation to keep going.
Right. Makes it harder to quit it because you've already come so far. You don't want to make all that work a waste. You already got so much more to do. You can't set yourself back. It's good motivation. Right.
So if you don't have a routine, you should look into getting a whiteboard or getting a fucking notebook and just writing down some shit that you want to do every day. Like if you want to be an overall better human or healthier human, you got to start doing healthier things as far as like working out or eating healthier or doing things that make you happy, just shit like that. Hold yourself accountable to those things. Write them down on a notebook, whiteboard, whatever you want to write it down on, and follow through with them. The more you do that, the better off you're going to be. At least that's my personal opinion. That's what's helped me personally. I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but I feel like generally that's going to help the majority of the people.
I agree.
So stay in a fucking routine, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. For example, get in the routine of liking and subscribing this podcast. We're releasing a lot of shit.
Segue.
I know, right? I'm the best at it. We're releasing a lot of content all the time, so you can subscribe to our newsletter, get some updates on that whenever those get sent out, and follow us. Check out our YouTube channel. We have a lot of games up there.
Check out the Instagram, Facebook, all the social media. Mm-hmm. Rate us. Give us some constructive feedback. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want no bullshit. Oh, they're so good. No, if we're bad or if there's something you think we should work on, let us know. You know, we're just starting this shit out. This is going to be a process.
It's a growing experience. Yeah. We're all here to grow.
Yeah, we know that we suck right now, but that's okay. We'll see if we suck less 10 episodes from now, 15 episodes from now, 20 episodes from now.
Hopefully a little sooner than that. It's a long time from now. But until then, this has been Passive and Aggressive. I'm Dalton Johnston. And see you later.